When we heard that Trump was taking on Kamala, we thought we were going to watch a wrestling match from the 80s. But if you guys want to see a perfect match, go to YouTube and search out NTTFGPOD and subscribe. I'm Rock.
And I'm Archie.
Well, our opinions, they might not matter to some, but...
What are you doing in there?
It's a podcast.
Immature, crass, trashy. And those are their good qualities. These poor schmucks are a couple of IQ points away from eating paste. But when it comes to music, sports, and comedy, well, that's all they know. You're listening to
Not These Two Fucking Guys.
Not These Two Fucking Guys podcast.
Rocky.
What's up?
Man, you know when I say when I start a podcast, I'm like, yo, we have a treat tonight?
Yeah, you said it every time pretty much. So
I know, but this is
it's kind of like hollow at this point.
yeah, but this is a special one. Check this out. Not only are these two former guests of the podcast, but these two funny motherfuckers are performing live this Saturday night at the Dojo of Comedy. Welcome to Not These Two Fucking Guys podcast, comedian Donna Vee and the man who is filming his special this Saturday night, comedian Sean Morton. What's up, people?
Not
So
much.
excited.
Beautiful gentlemen.
What's going on?
Not much. We are at home stretch. I'm sure this is obviously going to come out after it's all done, so we're going to say that.
No.
No.
What do you mean?
Rocky's forcing me to get it out. He's like, yo, you got to get it out. Fucking Rocky goes, if you don't get this out before the show, I'm cutting ties with you. I said,
Wow.
Wow. We're going to
That's
find a mediocre
exciting.
bass player.
So
That's amazing.
Yeah, so no, we're this is the Wednesday before, so we got 3 days before the actual event. We officially sold out yesterday, which was great.
Congrats.
Yes, which is great. We are going to take some extra people in, but we're not telling anybody that. So we're doing good, man. We're doing good. Now it's home stretch. Now it's just get the nerves out of the system. The nerves are gone, and now it's just we're gonna have a great fucking night.
I can't wait.
That's what it's gonna come down to. It's gonna have a great fucking night.
there's so many things I'm expressing right now. Joy is for you both.
Yeah.
Nervous. I'm not going up there, Rock, right? I'm nervous. My palms are sweaty. I'm so happy for both of you, and this is going to be a great night. Rocky and we will be in attendance, and
Can't fucking wait.
and this is going to be a cool night, bro.
My favorite part so far, and this is no joke, I literally have run through this probably 14 times today alone, and I'm not exaggerating. You guys are gracious enough to donate your song Reborn from War for the Crown, and that is the song that I am walking out to.
That's fucking awesome.
For the DVD, for the taping. So now I'm just trying to figure out in my brain, when do I start walking out? When do I do this? When do I, tell everybody, hey, I'm the lead singer of this band. Don't pay attention to. But yeah, it's gonna be great. So that's it's one of those things where I asked you guys very early on, and I had the vision, but it's one of those things that motivates me now. So that's the big thing, and you guys know this when you do your shows, and Donna does this too. You always have this idea of going on in your head of how you want things to play out and how you want them to look and things like that. So for me, this is very, it was very taxing because I have tremendous ADD, as does Donna. I screamed at her for 10 years about her fucking horribleness with her ADD. But it's weird having the puzzle box that's emptied on the table. And the special is the puzzle when it's put together. But you have all these little pieces that you have in your feet that you want them to go perfectly. And I have it down. Now I have it all ready to go. Now I just got to not fuck it up.
Yeah. Now,
the only thing
now
I
I'm
know.
sweating. Now I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Donna was all chill this week. She's like, "Yeah, we're gonna rock this week and have a good time." No.
Exactly. Yeah. Now it's like, wait, what? This is really happening?
Yep.
All right. So, Donna, what's the last week like? How have you been gigging out? Have you, what's your prep? What's your go-to?
So tomorrow, actually, no, Friday night, rather. I'm sorry. I've been hosting. It's like been a new project in Montclair. It's called The Space for Words. And it's an open mic, but it's an open mic for poets. And there's people that come in and do spoken word and
Cool.
a little bit of comedy. I've been hosting it. And what I love about it, it's stretching me in a much different way because it's not just boom, 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 jokes. It's keeping something going. And it was wild. The first one, a woman got up and told a story about how she was literally almost murdered when she was like 21 years old.
Holy shit.
And she told the whole story about how she got away from the person. So that, I'm used to going up after somebody that's telling like fart jokes and like you get up and you're like, what an asshole. And then but you get up after that and it's just stretching me in a different way, which I love. So
like, ma'am, the women's outreach program is down Coastal Avenue.
Call 911 and say I want a cheese pizza. I don't know what to tell you.
You find yourself that you're working a little differently when you're doing that?
Much differently. I literally got up and I said, well, how do I follow that? Like I didn't know how to say anything kindly that's not just going to sound like I was disregarding what she did. Sure. So, and it's pretty cool because I've been really into storytelling lately, more so than the jokes, but I still love,
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
You said Montclair. Where in Montclair?
It's a place called The Space. It's 356 Bloomfield Avenue, Montclair, New Jersey. It's it's loft 2. It's next to, the corner of North Willow and Bloomfield Ave.
Yes. I know
across the street from the taqueria. We're just plugging everybody.
Yeah. There you
go.
So, but I just got to say that this is like such an honor when Sean reached out to me and he's like, look, what are you doing on, August, 24th? I don't even know what date we're at.
Yes.
And I said, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, why? What's going on? I'm like, I thought it was like to celebrate his birthday. Shout out to Sean's birthday, August 13th. And he's like, I'm filming my special and I want you to host and, go up before open for me. And I was like, what? I was like, oh my God, that is such an honor. So I just am so humbled. But I just got off a different, podcast with Tracy Locke. And I said, Sean, I just said to Tracy, I'm like, she's like the angel on my shoulder and you're like the devil. No, positively when it came to being mentors to doing comedy, because she's like, keep it clean. Don't go after the audience. Sean's like, do whatever you fucking want. And it's been like such an amazing way to like learn comedy and to
best of both worlds.
The best of both worlds. Absolutely. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
That's so fucking awesome.
Yes.
And don't want to fuck it up.
I've said this a million times, but not to these guys. So I'm a firm believer that there's no things happen for a reason. Everything is there. There's a big plan. There's a big universal plan. I'm not saying there's a God thing or whatever like that. I'm not talking about religion. I'm just talking about the way things happen in your life. What happened is like you guys knew each other from school, right? From high school.
Yeah.
So you guys have known each other and then you ventured into, doing your music and now you're doing a podcast. So you guys have always had that connection. So if, this actually tomorrow is my 16-year anniversary doing comedy.
Nice.
So it's one of the reasons why I'm tying in the special to this week. And I've said it a million times and it's just the truth. For me, the thing I've gotten the most out of comedy is the people that I've met that I would not have met had I not become a comedian. And I would not have met my best friend. And she truly is one of my best friends in the world. There was no way on earth I ever would have met this person had I not been a comedian.
Yeah.
So that's why I always say it's a whole big plan out there. And basically what I'm trying to say is if you fuck this taping up.
Like,
No, but when I did ask her to host it, there was only one person. There was only one person that could do that.
Sean, what if she's like, you're the devil on the shoulder, and what if she's like, you know what, it's Sean's special. I'm going to take what he says seriously, go after the fucking crowd. She goes after the crowd, and they all start exiting. You get on and fight.
I would never. I'd be like, lock the doors.
We were the first time she's walked the whole room, I'll tell you that right now.
Listen, it was one time. It was in Nutley. It was hard.
One time for 4 years straight.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We when did we get to see them rock? We saw you guys together, and this was like the first time. This is before both of you were
At
on the
Tierney's.
podcast.
Tierney's. Yeah, this was before
Yeah.
COVID, right?
Years, and that was way
Yeah.
before COVID.
4
Yeah.
years.
COVID.
Five
Montclair?
They hadn't reopened after COVID doing comedy. So yeah.
Tierney's in Montclair.
Yep,
Yeah.
upstairs.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That had to be.
That's where we, really grinded a lot of this stuff out. That was one of the most, I'm going to say important. It was an important room for a lot of comics, just because of the whole communal thing. But for me, I had that privilege of being able to do it twice a year. I would do it on my birthday weekend. I would do it on Donna's birthday weekend. So I would write 20 minutes to a half an hour of new shit every 6 months. And I always had a place that I knew that I can go and try it out.
Yeah.
And whether it was 3 people or whether it was 100 people, that was like the safe place. And we would still go there and hang out and stuff like that. And, it brought a lot of people together, and a lot of people really came out of that room too. And as far as like the North Jersey, comedy scene, it was a real pivotal room for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. That's where Sean roasted me for the first time. My kids were there for my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I really, I like, she was dating this guy at the time, and he gave me the fucking look of death. Like, talking about this, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
My mother was there.
Yeah,
My kids. No, I know. But it was, yeah, I mean, I knew when I met Sean first, I was just in awe, and I was intimidated because, going in that room, Pat was the person that ran it with Christine, 414 Entertainment. I mean, that was the first room in New Jersey that I did comedy in, and it was really supportive. So when I met Sean, I knew he was like iconic, and he was,
Iconic.
No, but seriously, so many people looked up to him.
Yeah,
I mean, he still is. And so when we became friends, I was like, I felt like a cool kid. Like, I was definitely at the cool kid table in the lunchroom.
100%.
So it was really, and he pushed me, which I always feared and appreciated. Like, he would push me into all these different situations and these different rooms. And I mean, that's one of the things you have to do, right? I mean, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, I used to break her balls all the time because she would wear this fucking prom dress.
It was a Sweet 16 dress, and I did it because I could fit into it. It was my daughter.
Yeah, all right. We get that, but
I grew out of that set.
So pissed. I used to get so pissed because I'm like, you're a fucking prop comic. Why don't you just call yourself fucking Carrot Top at this point? I used to hate it. No, I used to hate it because, like, I when I work with somebody, I truly care about, how they're
affecting your set.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. My set's fine.
He wanted to say perceived.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I was like, you're better than that. That's what keeps it. Like, you're better than that. And I hate the comics who pigeonhole themselves as like, doing the Italian thing, and doing the Italian jokes with the plastic on the sofa, and then my mom's sauce and the tomato.
Oh, wait, I gotta take that right out for Saturday.
I hate that shit. Like, when I was at my biggest, I wrote like maybe 3 or 4 fat jokes, and that was it. And they were like throwaways. I never harped on it. I never believed. I always funny is funny, and you got to push people when that's the case. And I always said that you got it. It's just you. Like, I would literally verbally assault her and say, if you wear that fucking dress one more time, I swear to Christ, I'm never going to work you again. I'm never going to talk to you again.
I'm going to burn it off you.
Yeah, I don't care. I would have at that point.
I was going to bring it for you Saturday because I think you could win. You want
to know something funny? I actually was at like a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls or something like that, and I saw a 2X fucking party dress that looked exactly like that dress, and I swear to God, I was a cunt hair away from going to the room and trying it on.
Talk about things going full circle, Sean. There you go.
It is going full circle. This is my coming out party, apparently.
Exactly.
That's why I shaved the goatee off too. I'm getting ready.
I'm going to wear a sweatshirt with a big zipper.
There you
go. It's just so cool to see from where we started, but like, Sean, you are our second episode. Mm-hmm. Really our first. It's really our first because like Rocky and I just did our thing, but whatever. And Donna, you were 10. Like, you're number 10 on our. We're cranking at 116. You're gonna be 120. I think you're gonna be 120.
Cool.
But like little flashes are coming to me. Like Donna, like I'm having comedy at my salon, but now you're in fucking Montclair, like doing your
yeah.
you know, Sean, you were doing big rooms, and now you're doing big, like you're this now you're
It's just the start. Like it's all ups and downs,
but like it's just good to. It's good to check in 4 years, 3.5 years, and see that guys. Are
I remember. Yeah, I remember talking to you when I was wearing zip-up pajamas and reading books to kids and playing hangman in the basement. I'm like in the basement, and I'm like having flashbacks from talking to you guys.
And my daily conversation was, no, you cannot quit your job and tell fucking stories to kids every day and make money and pay your mortgage with it. You can't do that. Go back to work.
I know, but it was fun. Remember I flashed and I said when I was talking to Sean, he was watching the story time and he goes, "Are you seriously wearing that thing again?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I like this one. It has a zipper." And do you remember that, Sean?
Yeah.
And in front of kids. And really, I didn't realize it was a lot of guys, even from like India and Ireland, that were watching it. I get messages. I still talk to the one guy. His name is Tarun. And he's like, "You're helping me with my English." And he still checks in like on Facebook Messenger. He's like, "How are you? I just built a hospital in my village." And I'm like, "I'm sending you love and light."
Oh my god.
Don's been talking to a scammer for 4 fucking years on Facebook.
I haven't given him any money, and it took one zipper down. That's it. It was zip zip. That's it.
He's in Patterson. He's on.
And this poor guy building a hospital. They froze his assets, so I had to send him 10,000.
Yeah, exactly.
But don't worry, he's gonna send it back.
He is. Oh my god,
it's crazy though. And you see shit online too, like about how think about like the beginning of the pandemic, 4 years, and it feels like yesterday or like a lifetime ago. It's like
it does. I think it feels like a lifetime ago. I really do. For me, it feels like a long, long, long time ago.
Bizarre.
And I don't understand it either. And it's kind of weird. Like I'm going to talk a little bit about it on the special. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Very nice. Surprised. I was going to save maybe for the special, but I'm going to let you guys know now. So Donna knows this. Well, she may know some of it. There's some jokes that I do in my set that I will tell fictional stories about, but I put my friends' names in there as kind of like a little homage to them. So when they hear the jokes, they know the jokes aren't about them, but I'm including them in there. I have 2 new jokes that I have worked out that I have added into the special.
Oh no!
And Archie and Rocky are going to be mentioned on this.
Nice.
By name.
Thank you, and I'm fucking scared.
Yes, you should be, and please do not let your wives watch the special.
Oh. Oh no!
Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna say that it's comedy. It stretches the there's a line between truth and like embellishment, I guess. But I'm gonna say I don't have any fucking idea what he's talking about. He's probably it's probably that dude Archie that he hangs out with.
I know, because there's so many people in 2024 call themselves Archie, Grandpa. Anyway.
Oh God, so it looks like doesn't it? It's like a fucking grandpa's name.
It's an old name. Why don't you just go by Chuck?
Archibald. People thought my name was Archibald for a minute.
What is it?
Nah, they were saying, "Arch, you're bald."
if we had that one, if we had cheesy sound effects,
no,
that would have been that one right there. Jason, that's my real name.
Yeah, we know
Jason.
shit.
Yeah, well, she asked me.
No, but wait, you're Jason, but you go by Archie?
His last name is partly Archie.
Ever since I'm like 12 years old, they've been calling me Archie. So it's
been
quite a few years.
All right. Well, it's not bad. It's like the guy from Jughead and Archie.
It was
Bunker.
Do you know how many people call me
Bunker?
Bunker. And you're like, hey man, what's up? What's going on, pal?
I used to hate it in high school. They would call me by my last name. It just drove me fucking nuts all the time. And some people still do. Like people from high school will still call me my last name. It makes me lose my mind completely.
Almost like a Ralph Cramden. Like when he goes Norton, like a Morton.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that.
dude, I used to hate that. And then my best friend from high school was calling me Mort. Just he would take the ON off, just call me Mort. Oh my god, I would that shit. Fuck that shit.
At least I could say your last name.
You know,
That's true.
I was telling Rocky, like I'm pretty good with last names, dumb and everything else, but good with last names. And I was like, fuck, I feel like I can't pronounce that real quick. Vaicels.
Nope.
Hold on, spell it real quick. I don't even have it in front of me. Say it again. Spell it.
VAICELLS.
Yeah. Vaicels.
Nope.
Fuck. Go ahead.
It's Vaicels. Like if you were phonetically to spell it, it would be VAYSELLS. And that's when you know your last name sucks, when you have to actually come up with a phonetic spelling. And that's why I actually started saying Donna Vee, and it was VEE.
VE, yeah.
So people can't screw that up.
Arch, can you get that one or no?
V.
Yeah, V. You know what's funny though? My aunt told me, like, after I started doing comedy and performing, and she saw it.
Yeah.
She said that my grandmother, which I knew she was a writer for a newspaper, like a local newspaper, she did the same thing. And my grandmother's Viola, and she went by Viola V. That was her byline.
That's a cool name.
How do I not know this?
I had no idea. I don't know why. I guess we missed it because I probably just tell you poop stories.
maybe you guys don't share like you used to share.
Well, we share. We share.
God.
I
This is the ongoing thing. We've had this conversation a million times, and like I always, once in a while I get that. And I've told her this too. Once in a while I get this. How is it hard having like one of your best friends being like a chick? And I'm like, absolutely not, because there's never been anything. There's never been like this flirting or any of that bullshit. Since day one, it's never been that.
Yeah.
And I always say this is basically how 1 out of every 3 phone calls goes. I'll pick up the phone. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Good. What's going on? I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. How about you? I just shit my pants. Okay, I love you. Love you too. Bye. Click. That's the entire conversation.
I've never said I bled like a stuck pig.
No, she said you shit your pants. It's him. He's the one who's bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's funny.
That is funny. How much do you guys converse? Weekly, monthly, like or daily? I don't know. Like, what do you guys? How do you?
A few times a week, yeah.
Yeah, a few times a week, and it'll be like random things. He'll send a song. I'll send a song. I'm like, listen to this song. Doesn't it sound like Chris Cornell? It's Jelly Roll, and
yeah,
stuff like that. Random stuff.
Or like the other day, I'm at Costco. I'm online. The line's long. I'm going to shit my pants. And I kept sending her the praying emojis, like I was praying to God she was going to shit her pants at a Costco. Look, because I'm not sympathetic with that stuff. Like I want her to endure physical. Like I want her to have to go back, take her stuff to the cart, put it back in, show her cart again, and buy new pants at Costco to dump hers in the bathroom and take some sort of disgusting.
No, Sean likes it because I'll write to him, I think I'm going to shit in bulk.
This is like the torturous, like brother-sister relationship I never had in my entire life. And I understand why, But
I'll say like, oh my God, my stomach's bothering me. Do I leave my cart here? Because I ask him, like I pray to him, like he's my guru. I'm like, do I leave my cart here? And I go to the bath, he's like, are you serious? He's like, there's a question about it. I'm like, oh God, just tell me what to do.
I think I definitely had a borderline shart in Costco once. It was Costco. It was one of those major stores. It was like I gotta go. Time to go.
Well, if we have a thematic, if you do a whole podcast on pooping, you call me and I'll tell you some stories. We're not doing it right now because
Donna's the shit.
All right, you got to tell them your shit story though, quickly.
All right. So check this out real quick. So I'm having first time I ate corned beef and cabbage like in my life. Right?
What?
And
your life?
You're
an adult. You're an adult. What the fuck?
Because I really never. I was fucking Italian. My mom would make corned beef.
Did you ever eat Chinese food? Stupid. Like I mean, what the fuck?
I just want to let you know. As soon as I said that line, my wife 20 feet away from me is laughing right now. So we had corned beef and cabbage. We left. We're on our way to AC. We left my brother's house. My mom made it. It was a big dinner. We left. We were on our way to AC. I had a cigarette and Jameson and Red Bull after corned beef and cabbage for like the first time, and I had a lot of it. I had hunks of it with like mustard. So we're like exit. We're like Forked River, 74. I'm like, yeah, I don't feel so well. So I unbuckled the seatbelt. That was stage 1, right? We got down to like exit 60 something. I unbuttoned the pants. That was stage 2, right? So then fucking by exit 55, I was holding
Bitch bar.
The clench.
the old shit bar for people out there just listening and clenching. She pulls over exit 55, and we were dating. How long were we dating for? I don't know. Yeah. So fucking, I jump out of the car. I just took a fucking shit that it just started steaming. It was just, I just fucking, I couldn't. What am I gonna do? What are you gonna do? Should I shit in her car? Probably not.
No, you can't shit in the car.
So fucking, I go, I need something to wipe with, and she pops the trunk, and she had one of her ribbed guinea teas.
Oh my God, a wife beater.
So I said, it's fucking pitch black. Now it's a one road, only one car could pass at the same time type thing. I jump in front of her car and I pull my pants down. And I said, yo, is there any shit on me?
Shut up.
She's like, hi, Beamy. We're good to go. Right to fuck Atlantic City.
And that's when she knew you were the one.
And then she said, this bitch better marry me. That's what she was saying to me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a rough one. That was a rough one.
No, you know it's a rough one. The guy that had to clean up the road the next day.
Oh, they were like, oh, there's damn fucking deer.
Fucking bear here.
Oh my
gross.
God.
We've all had them though. I mean,
Yeah,
we've all had those
how could you not?
No, but Sean, Archie will shit anywhere.
Oh yeah, I will too. I have no problem with that at all. I had to get Delaware one time, and it was like same thing. Like I come over the bridge, and it's like not that far off the bridge, or maybe half an hour over that bridge, you know.
Yeah.
And like going to the Delaware Memorial, I'm like, yeah, all right, something's happening. Like there's something brewing, right? There's something brewing.
Feel it and hear it.
And I'm looking at the GPS, and it's like 22 minutes. I'm like,
Oh.
got this, no problem, right? Now I'm looking and it says 6 minutes, and I'm like, don't got this.
Yeah.
Don't got this. And I see a gas station. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. This is exactly what I need, right? I run into the gas station. I go, can I have the key to the bathroom? He goes, bathroom broken. There's porta potty outside. I went, shit. I have to run to the porta potty. I slam the door behind me. And as I hold my pants down, like I wasn't paying attention. I had leant over, and it just was like lard ass Hogan from Stand By Me.
Oh my God.
Just everywhere. Just
Like,
like a fucking
Sprayed like a fucking elephant ass.
like a Picasso. It was disgusting.
He
I had to go do the fucking gig right after that too.
The fucking chills.
fucking spackled the back of the fucking urinal.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was disgusting.
Oh,
yeah,
Come on,
man.
Rocco. I'll tell you Donna's horrible story if you
No.
Archie shat in the nastiest fucking porta potty at PNC at Ozfest. It was it was conservatively 100 degrees out. It must have been 200 fucking degrees in there. He came out like Patrick Ewing in the fourth quarter, dripping fucking sweat, fucking smelled like high, drunk. I'm like you.
Is that the one with Iron Maiden?
It might have been.
Because that was the one that was like 106 degrees that day.
It was so hot. It was. I remember kind of doing a hover ish, right? Like you know, and it was going bloop, bloop, bloop.
And that was
sweat.
the shit.
The sweat was just bloop, bloop.
Oh my
Oh God! I opened the door, and it was like fucking, like the air, like
Ugh.
I was like, you know when you leave that porta potty and you release your breath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
My friend one time he was a real piece of shit. We were probably like in our 19, 20, 21, whatever. And he had the brilliant idea of, yo, I want to go make out with my girlfriend, but like, I want to get a little fucking head. Let's go into the porta potty. And they decided to like start fooling around in a porta potty.
In a porta potty?
Yeah, it was gross. And then me and my other friend decided, hey, let's be real assholes and let's try and knock this porta potty over.
Oh my God.
And we neither one of us played football, but we got down a fucking 3-point stance and we get out of this porta potty and we tipped it. We tipped it enough so that way the blue and brown liquid got everything.
Oh, yeah. That is gross.
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting.
They thought it was a fucking porta booty. They wanted to.
No.
That's disgusting.
I have my sound. Hold on, keep talking because I have my sound cue ready to go for the next fucking stinker. Oh, it's horrible. All day long, I was thinking about this. I'm like, this asshole is going to be trying to make fucking stupid jokes because he has 2 goddamn comedians on here, and all I'm going to do the whole night is this. Ah, god damn it! I fucked up the bit. Hold on.
You fucking.
I have crop house.
Can you hear that?
I can't hear anything.
Oh.
No.
Did you hear?
It's the old. It's the Price is Right when they lose.
Yes, right.
Yep.
It was like a foghorn when Scooby was fucking the ghost.
Oh my God.
So, all right. Correct me. Do some timestamps for me real quick, Mr. Sean. That was about a year ago, or like maybe a little more. That you were like, all right, fuck it. I'm going full fledged. Like, here we go. And then next thing you know, I see show after show after show after show. Then it's like a special. I want to do a special show after show after show. Like, how long was it when you decided you were like, all right, I'm all in.
I had to do it. I just had to do it at this point. It was like, I wanted to do it a while ago, and Donna was there for a couple of them. I taped a couple of shows, like to release like audio. And one I just did, I was way too young and it was horrible. And a couple I was just like not comfortable with it, you know?
Yeah.
And then I just was like, you know, at some point I'm watching Netflix and I'm seeing people that I started with, guys you've had on the shows too, you know, and I'm like, these guys are great comics. And I'm not saying I'm on their level, but like I can hold my own at this point.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know, how much longer am I going to do this without having something to show for it? And for me, and this is kind of like not deep, but it's kind of like a weird dynamic. Rocky, you might get this. Archie won't get this. I don't have kids.
Okay.
I don't have kids. You got 2 girls. You got a legacy to leave behind.
Yeah.
Technically, I don't have anything to leave behind. So for me, you know, comedy's like been my baby for the last 16 years. I do this, I put it out there, and if I never did it again, I have that to show for it. Yeah. You know, it's like you cut your first demo, you cut your first, you know, record and stuff like that. Even if you don't tour the world and you only play on Van Houten Avenue in Clifton, you still have that to show for it.
Got it.
So for me, that was the big deal. And this is a little weird, but I said to myself, like, I didn't want to do the special, and because once you do it, and you guys know this because you've interviewed so many comics too. Once you put that special out, those jokes are done. You cannot do those jokes ever again on stage. It's not the way you're supposed to do it. And I'm kind of a purist when it comes to that. Yeah. I was not going to record it. I was not going to record my first hour until my next hour was ready to go.
Wow.
So now that I'll do this on Saturday, and I'll still do the material until it's released. We're going to release, I think, in sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Got it.
And then once the second I hit upload and that goes live, the new hour is on the road.
And is this going to be just strictly a YouTube release?
Going to be on YouTube. We're going to try and put it on Tubi as well.
Okay.
But we're also, you know, all the digital media, you know, the digital streaming services will have it too. And I'm doing something a little different that not a lot of comics have done. I'm actually going to do a limited run on vinyl.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I know a couple. I mean, like Bill Burr has done it, and a couple of the bigger comics have done it. But I'm also like a vinyl purist. I'm an audiophile. I love music. I got 1,000 records in my house. For me to have that physical copy,
that's amazing.
Not just a CD. Like a CD is cool. Like a fucking record is a record. You know what I mean? Like, let me tell you, fucking expensive.
I can imagine.
Expensive. to press, which is why I'm only doing 100. Because let me tell you, man, I would have to not pay my mortgage for a few months if I was pressing like 1,000 of them or something. It's insane how much they charge to do that. But yeah, I wanted something like tangible to hold in my hands.
Yeah.
You know? So for me, it was a no-brainer. And honestly, I'll probably give half of them to my friends who have record players and stuff like that. And it'll just be like a fun little thing for myself. But it's going to be everywhere. We already have.
You have a lot of elderly friends?
What's that?
You have a lot of elderly
Record
friends?
player.
Well, if you get with the times, Rocky, and that vinyl has made a resurgence, thanks to people from your generation, the hipster generation.
Yeah, okay.
He might look it. No, I'm just joking, Rock.
He does. You know what he kind of looks like
Benjamin Button looking motherfucker.
The ugly 90s boy band member.
Oh.
Yeah, he
Has
was that.
got semi better looking when he got older.
Yeah.
That's the nicest thing I've been called all week. I appreciate that.
He's like he's got the clout of being that background singer, but he sells real estate though, really. Like
yeah, you have like the 4 guys in the boy band, like the 3 ones are kind of hot, and there's always the one like that the ugly girl likes. You know what I mean? And then like when they do the reunion tour, like 20 years later, the 3 other guys are kind of balding and fat, and this one kind of grew into his own a little bit, and some of the other ones are like going, maybe he wasn't that bad in '99. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
You know what?
Somehow I take it as a compliment.
I would take that and fucking run. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
was the nicest thing I've ever said to you in the year.
Literally the nicest thing. So I'm fighting back tears right now, I gotta be honest with you.
Hold on, I need to mark that down. Timestamp down.
Timestamp, yeah.
Compliments.
Sean was nice for the first time.
So it's gotta be cool though, that like it's gotta, because this is your first, obviously, and you said you did taping before, but this is your first real special.
This is the big, dude. We're 3 camera shoot. We're shooting in 8K. Like we're doing a whole thing too, which I want you guys to be a part of. I've told some people, but it doesn't make a difference at this point. Anybody in the audience has the opportunity to be part of the special if they want to. So at one point, it's going to be after the taping is done, but it's going to be the actual intro of the taping. Donna's going to be interviewing people in front of a step and repeat. And
that's awesome.
Involved in it, it's going to be to describe me in one word.
Ooh, I'll be up all night fucking thinking of the perfect word.
It doesn't matter what it is. It could be beautiful, sexy, cunt, asshole. I don't care what it is, but I want it to be everything, right? And it's going to be anybody who wants to do it. And then the last person is going to be my mom. And she's going to say salty. And that's how we're going to go into the special. So that's kind of
I love it so much.
Nice.
Fourth wall of how it's going to look.
Good. I'm happy that you put, more thought than just like, because you need to be on, your set is your set. If you don't have a good song, you don't have a band. If you don't have a good set, right? But like you're putting some thought into the special, and you got
huge.
Like
it's my first one, and I'm paying for everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fronting the bill for all this stuff, and it's worth every penny of it. But my goal is my next one is going to be Hulu's picking up the tab, or Netflix or Amazon Prime or something. So that's why I want to make it look as good as I possibly can to get some attention, to get some traction. And I have goals with it. Like I think I told Donna this once, but I didn't want to put it out there because I was holding it to the chest. But when the day that I released it, just say it's December 13th, that special is going to be #1 on the comedy charts. I don't care if it's for a minute. I don't care if it's for 10 minutes. I don't care if it's for an hour, if it's for a fucking day. I'm beating Seinfeld. I'm beating Bill Burr. I'm beating Tom Segura. I'm beating Burke. I'm beating all the motherfuckers. And I'm taking a screenshot of it. And I'm blowing that shit up on the side of my house. Like the whole side of my house is going to be the top comedy charts. And there's going to be a big date. And my name and picture is going to be at the top of it.
That's great.
That's amazing.
One thing I've learned from Donna is manifesting. And she's a big, firm advocate for this, and I never really paid attention to it, but I've seen some of the shit that she's pulled off.
Yeah,
and making by wanting something to happen, So that's kind of how I look at that. Like if I put that information out there and it's positive and the goals are set and all this shit, then it's going to happen. So
it's so true.
And I stress a lot.
Yeah.
Well, this is your day, and how important is it for you to have your girl open it up for you?
Yeah, and you know, she's gonna host it, and my podcast co-host Jeffrey Paul is gonna be working the show too. So it's like, you know, you have your friends in real life, you have your comedy friends. When your comedy friends kind of carry over into your real life, it's kind of a different thing. So it's kind of like where I go back to the whole band thing with you guys. You guys were friends before you were in a band, but no matter how many bandmates you've had, it's always you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
because you've had band members come and go. You guys are the core of it because you had that friendship from that. So that's
Yep.
kind of how this is with Donna and with Jeff. You know, these guys were, you know, comic friends who kind of just bled over into real life. And now I don't consider them comic friends, they're actual friends, you know. So
Yeah.
it's great to be able to work with them too. And, you know, and I trust them. That's the thing too. I trust them because like I'm putting both of them up in front of me, knowing that nothing they say is gonna be funnier than what I'm gonna say for that hour.
There he is.
Look at he's like,
Donna, have you heard any of his act that he's gonna be doing?
I've definitely heard. Yeah, we worked together, and I've heard it. And yeah, we were at it was a rainy night. We were down in, what was that place? Down the shore. It was crazy. And like Sean
yeah.
always comes up with new stuff, and he's always trying new things out. And it's just, or he'll text me and I'll text him. And so, yes, I do know, but I haven't heard it like all together in a flow. So I'm really
Yeah,
excited.
she's gonna hear it for the first time. No one really has heard it the
No,
way that I've written it out.
just
I
bits
was
and
gonna
pieces
say,
here and there.
just to mess with him, you should do as much of his act as you possibly
Oh,
can.
it's so funny.
Oh,
It'll be the first time that's happened on the show. Not with her, with other comics. Believe
Yeah,
me.
not with me. No.
I had a
God.
comic one time do 12 minutes of my act as an opener for me.
Oh my
When I
god!
had a headline the fucking show.
so what do you do? Do you just do yours in a different voice?
No, I went up to him and I was like, "Do you not even realize that you stole material? Like, do you steal that much material that you don't even realize who
Yeah.
you stole it from? And you're doing it in front of me, and now I got to do 45 minutes. You just took 12 of it away from me."
That's
I said,
fucking hard.
I said to him, "Now you got to sit here. You got to fucking watch it, and I'm going to do an hour. And I ain't going to do those fucking 12 minutes. And it's like an hour and 10 just on principle because I was a fucking raging lunatic that night."
Yeah.
We did that with a friend of ours in this band called Object 7. This is back in the day. Remember, we opened our set playing like one of their songs, and they were going on after. It was like we didn't know who was going to go on last, and we just to fuck with them. It was actually pretty funny.
That is great. But one of the things I did though is like, you know, I had to pick and choose material that I wanted to put on there. And, you know, some things, you know, which was brought to my attention, might be a little dated, but they're great jokes. So and part of the reasoning I want to do them is just get them out so I don't have to ever do them again.
Yeah.
But in the process of putting it all together, I would go back and think of like, wow, this joke that I wrote literally 14 years ago is a perfect tag for this new thing that I wrote. So I brought a lot of old shit back. Like I'm doing a big chunk about my weight loss. So I had to change a lot of jokes that were weight driven to kind of like talking about them in the past tense. And then older stuff that I would talk about, I brought all back in together and made these big chunks. You know, the jokes that, you know, I had this whole bit about COVID, and then I wrote these two new jokes that I'm going to use your names in, you know, so it's like trying to add new shit that on top of stuff that's already worked. And then like putting it all together is the hard thing. And then like for me, one of the things I was telling people that has been weird because like a lot of times, and you guys understand this too, being musicians, and Donna gets this too, like sometimes you go through a spurt where you are just writing like a demon, and you can write a song literally in 25 minutes and you can have, you know, verse, chorus, pre-chorus, bridge, everything written, done, 25 minutes. And then you can go 6 months without writing a song.
Yep.
And since I've been trying to put this all together, the floodgates have been opening, and I am writing so much stuff, and I'm saying this shit is fucking fire. I can't put it in the special.
Right.
I can't
That's
do it.
it. You have to hold on to it.
I'm holding it. So that's why I have the next hour ready to go. But that's one of those things I never expected. I never expected to have the floodgates just literally, I mean, note after note after note after note of all these premises that I'm working on. But it was cool because like that's the benefit that I have of being 16 years in the first special. I can go back to the well and pull some stuff out that I know that would work. And maybe take some of the newer stuff that I was going to put in there out and save it for the next one, so I have more time to work it out and really perfect it. But I'm already planning next year is going to be the second special.
See, that's cool
great.
because
strategy already. Yeah.
you ever hear the thing with bands with albums, like they call it the sophomore slump? Like they have their whole fucking life to write that first record.
Yeah.
They write it and they have nothing prepared after that, right?
Very true.
And that's good though. You have a whole,
Yeah.
Well, you have to. I mean, you have to, because like, if people do see it, would you go out and spend $70 on tickets and some drinks with your girl, coming to see me after you watched my special a week ago and you hear the same shit?
No,
you're right. You'd never come see me again. So that's why I'm making it a point to like, there's got to be new stuff ready to go, and I'll work it out. And but once these things are out, I am never doing them again.
That's a huge commitment.
Yeah,
you have to. I mean, you have to do it.
Yeah.
There's no choice. You don't see Louis C.K. who's putting out a special every 2 years, going back and doing the same shit over and over again. Or Mark Norman is putting a special every fucking 4 months. This animal.
Nah.
You can't do it. That's how you progress. That's how you move forward, and that's how you get your name out and you get the momentum going even further.
What I commend about Louis is that obviously he has more money than God, but he is putting it out on his own platform. Like anybody could do that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's definitely a huge means of income coming that way.
But didn't he do that originally out of necessity?
Yeah, maybe
when he got a little jammed up.
Yeah.
No, it was way before that.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Way before that. He got
a whole jammed
whole
up
concept, man. He was charging $5 off his website, and he made money hand over fist doing it.
Yeah, wow. Sure.
Hand over fist. That's funny.
He didn't even know he recovered the ball. He didn't even know he did.
There you go.
I was not even going in that direction. That was old talking right there. That had nothing to do with a pun.
Your ideas are flowing so much. You're fucking being funny, not even knowing you're being funny.
It's the first. Trust me. It's the first.
That's fucking funny.
So
that's so funny because it's so different than music. Because music, you go and you want to pepper in your greats and all that stuff. But you're right, with comedy, you have to say bye.
Yeah.
There's no
it's a strange thing.
It is.
The only thing I can think of in comedy of something like that is like when people make at the end, like make Dice do like the.
Yes.
I think that there's certain things that just transcend.
Or Kreischer
through the machine.
Like if he doesn't do that, then they're like,
they lose their minds.
Are you fucking kidding me? I spent all this money tonight and you didn't do the machine.
Right. Exactly. And he gets a lot of shit for it. He gets a lot of shit for it, but he's one of the hardest working people in entertainment too.
Yeah.
But it's a strange dynamic when you think about it. Like you have this thing that you're creating, like you're creating something, and then you're just going to give it to everybody, and then you say, "Well, that's yours now. I can't have it anymore."
Yeah,
it's a strange feeling.
Interesting.
Comes with the territory.
Is that too prolific for this fucking shitbag podcast?
Yeah. Right now, Arch is like, man.
I'm just going back to when he
said, "This motherfucker's spitting."
My mind just keeps returning to when he said vinyl purist, and I just wanted to call him a cunt right there. But other than that,
I like the sound.
So Donna, what where are we going as far as, all right, so this special comes out. I don't know if you are being recorded or not for the special or however it goes, but what are you doing after this comedy wise? Are you going to go back to your gig in the Montclair? Like, is that where you get most of your set out, or are you?
So that is, like I said, I think I really want to get into the storytelling. I'm still doing the podcast. I still work with Tracy Locke.
Yeah.
And I go back and forth, like hosting for both of them. I would say because of the pandemic, not having the same drive, the place I used to produce the show monthly, the guy passed away from COVID. Like so many things changed, I had to really focus on my business. So I don't know.
How full time is this, or part time is this, or
you mean comedy?
Yeah, comedy. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you count like doing podcasts and then this gig on Fridays, I mean, that's where I'm at right now. I haven't felt the same drive to pursue it like I did if
Gotcha.
I'm being so honest.
Yeah. That's fine.
But
Yeah.
no, but this is a monthly gig that we've already got, the rest of the year planned for Montclair. And the person I work with, his name is Francesco Palladino. I did a table read for him for a script, and I'm just taking it in a little bit of a different direction. Like I said, storytelling is something I really am embracing, comedic storytelling, and doing it that way. I don't know. It's just something I'm kind of catching on to.
One time I had the honor of going to like a deaf poetry jam. It wasn't on HBO, but it was at a theater in I think it was Brooklyn. Like that was it was a different scene, I'm always into music and shit like that. Just hearing how people vibe out storytelling, and some got deep, and some as you probably have witnessed, could go like, oh, all right, talking about his baby's mama, fucking getting fucking deep here. But then some are light and some are fun, so I can understand the variations of all these types of the people coming in with their own.
It's a very different vibe too. Like I did a thing for USA Today a couple years ago at the Asbury Hotel. It was a storyteller series, and they asked me to do something. And I'm like, all right, this is cool. It's something different, So I write the whole speech out, and I'm just trying to do whatever I want. And I get up there, and I'm like, well, where's the podium so I can put my speech down? And they go, oh, there's no podium. There's just a mic. And I went. I was nervous to begin with, and I was like. Oh fuck! So I threw the whole thing away, and I just, it's so different because when you get up and do stand up, you're putting yourself out there, and you're trying to tell jokes and get an emotion and get a laugh. But this makes you more vulnerable. Yeah, it's a different kind of communication in a way. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I like to be a little more structured when it comes to that, but but it was a nerve-wracking experience. I give her credit. I can definitely see her doing that a lot, though.
One of the things that I want to just say, and I'd love to hear your take on it, is, don't you agree though? A lot of open mics for comedy, it's not really supportive because there's so much ego that you get up there and you write when you're new, and you go up and you try it, and nobody laughs. Because you're in a room full of your peers. It's like you would think that they'd be more supportive. That's one of the reasons why you mentioned earlier, I used to have the open mic in my shop, my salon. One of the reasons I did that is because and I am not by any, I'm wearing a bra. I would never burn it. I freaking earned it. You know what I mean? But I'm feeding my dog fortune cookies right now, so he stops crying at me.
As you should.
Yeah, as I should, because he's coming up to me and he's like, "Arr." I'm like, okay, I'm trying to do something here. But so it was interesting because the guys that I would go to work material out with, one guy said to me, I had ripped jeans on. It was just like what I had on. He goes, you get those from being on your knees? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
This is this is my room. And I was doing it for the safety of feeling I could just do anything, be vulnerable, because I'd be at other clubs, which I'm not going to name names for open mics, and every other word out of the guy's mouth was like pussy, tits, this. I was fucking this bitch. And I got up and I did a joke. I did a joke about, believe it or not, like a diva cup. Like I did like a period joke, and the guys were like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "It's like a crock pot for your crotch." I'm like, "Set it and forget it." Like I was doing these jokes that I thought were like, they were funny because I saw them trying to do this shock humor. So I'm like, I'm just going to do, I'm like, I don't know why women don't wear date rape condoms when they go out. I'm like, you can wear whatever you want, because as soon as the guy sticks his dick in there, surprise, surprise. And the night's over. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's crazy, but I'm like, I think it's like a way to weaponize your vagina. But, so.
Don't do that Saturday.
You can take an eye out if you queef, I guess. But the thing is that this room where everybody is doing what they're doing, it is supportive like I've never seen. Like one of the coolest things is there's a guy called New Age Hippie. He's been there like the few times we've been there. Mm-hmm. And he mostly performs in Patterson and Newark. And he got on the mic and he's like, first of all, I just want to say what an honor it is to be in Montclair. Because there's nowhere to go unless these hoity-toity, where you have to actually submit what you're going to say. How is that art that you have to submit what you're going to say when you want to be vulnerable and just say it?
Yeah.
So it's like crazy. And then there was an 88-year-old man that decided, I think he was 88, at least he was 82. And he decided to do comedy for the first time. And he was really funny, but he'd never done it because it was just like he never had the opportunity to.
That's
so
cool.
I've seen some really cool shit. There was a guy that came the last time and he's like, he read his poem that blew my mind. And part of his intro was, I've just been diagnosed with autism. The guy was like 30 years old. He's like, no one ever told me, and I never knew before. And I was like, we were all choked up because, I mean, the idea that he was up in front of people. So there is something to be said. And there's just like something changing within me, mature, like just things I think I've seen that's gone on over the past few years. The connectivity, joking around about it or not with doing the reading for people like kids, and really just, I don't know. I know it's going to sound silly, but I hate the cancel culture, but I also kind of don't want to be the person that just mocks everybody to get a laugh. So I feel like something's really changing and I'm actually happy about it. So
Good.
I heard a great quote from a comic. And if you think about it, it's so true. He goes, there is no such thing as cancel culture at all. You just get a different audience.
Yeah.
Huh. And it might not be the audience that you want, but you're going to get a different audience.
Yeah. So
very
true.
Think about it.
We got deep this episode.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
You want to know why? Because we're going to get deep this Saturday.
Oh,
we are, man. It's going to be fun, man. Like, I look, I am so OCD. I'm an overthinker to the point where I make myself physically sick. And I just said, fuck it. You know, like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to have fun now, you know? So now I'm really excited now. Like, the dread is gone. Like yesterday, I had an anxiety attack. You want to know why I had an anxiety attack? This is how fucked up comedians are. Okay. I booked this special. Oh shit. What am I going to talk about? Now I got to promote the special. Now I'm writing a special. Now I'm going it out. Now I'm trying it out in these gigs. Oh shit. These gigs are canceling. I'm not going to be ready. Oh wow. We got 75% of the tickets are sold already. Awesome. Right now it's like, oh, we only got 8 tickets left. Now I'm saying to myself, am I a failure if I don't sell these 8 tickets? Right.
Yeah.
It's not a sellout crowd. I'm going to be now. If I have less laughs, it's because I didn't sell those 8 fucking tickets. And then yesterday I get the word we're sold out. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is the worst fucking thing that can happen. Now it's sold out. Now I can't fuck this thing up. You know, my head has been in a million different places. Like I just had that moment, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I got 2 of my dearest friends in the world. I saw the guest list of people who bought tickets. I know every fucking person.
Nice.
On that list in one way, shape, or form, whether they're friends or family or fans. There's like 4 people. I have no clue who they are. They better fucking laugh because I'm going to focus on those 4 fucking people. That's how my brain works the whole night too. Yeah. It can be a good time, man. You guys are representing and you guys are so cool giving me the song. You know, it's like, it's all in my head and now it's finally going to get the fuck out of there and go on tape. And you guys are playing a big part in it though, which is very cool actually.
Well, I think we're honored to say at least that we are, since it feels to be close enough to you that you would grace us being a part of your day. Young
Sean. Don't get me wrong. I wanted a Life of Agony song. Let's just be perfectly honest. Okay. And I realized it could cost me a lot of fucking money.
Couldn't clear the publishing on it.
So it was really cool though. And this is, I mean, I'm not going to keep rambling about this, but when you guys sent me the song and I'm listening to the words and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I just dropped 200 fucking pounds. And I'm listening to the things about shedding my skin, selling my soul. And I'm like, I'm reborn today. I'm like, this is like, I could not have asked for fucking anything more perfect. And then once I heard that, like, wow, I really should be singing for this band because that's fucking horrible.
Rock, we never got signed, but we're in Sean's heart.
You're in my heart.
That's all that matters.
Well, listen, and just in return, you got to be like when you make it big, like Adam Sandler, and you start getting fucking movie roles. You have to have all your friends in it, right? And
I would do that in a heartbeat. So
I know you would. You would.
Nobody on this podcast is going to be on the movie.
I would
have Donna at least. Jesus.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, really.
I would tell people to go to the Dojo of Comedy website.
I hate how he says Dojo of Comedy.
What would you say? What would you say?
Dojo.
Dojo.
Dojo. No?
But but I got
Dojo
fortune
of
cookies.
Comedy.
Here, this is for you because that's how you said it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not how they say it, the Karate Kid.
Yeah, but we're not the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Oh, so
We're not in Okinawa.
Dojo.
Hey, here he is.
You're in Jersey. It's the Dojo of Comedy.
I'm gonna stay at the Hojo, and I'm gonna go to the dojo.
I like your mojo.
Fucking anybody else? All right, so it's fucking sold out. Like this is Sean. It's fucking sold out. Donna Vee. What? I'm sorry. What
Jeffrey
is he?
Paul.
Say his name again.
Jeffrey Paul. He's actually couldn't be on tonight because he's on 101.5 FM right now, plugging the show as well.
He got he got the Lucky Talk show. It was like you got.
I can't curse on that one though. Which is
good. Thank you. Thank you
guys,
to both of you, and it's a pleasure that you that we get to share this moment of your life with you. And good luck, and we will see you both there.
Have fun.
So excited! Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. I'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. I will not talk to you until Saturday.
Fuck you.
A break.
the great Donna Vee and Sean Morton this Saturday night at the Dojo
Comedy Club.
Dojo.
At Tips in Morris Plains, New Jersey. And I will just want to end with this. It is the best club in New Jersey. Mike Romanelli, who is the owner of Tips, who is running this club, has turned this place in 2 years into one of the biggest clubs in the state, where he's having Joey Diaz pop in on every Wednesday.
Awesome.
There,
yeah.
Mark and Rich Voss and anybody who's a name in comedy is headlining this room now. It's amazing.
I saw some. I looked at the calendar, saw some cool names, and now we're going to add you to the list. Big Sexy.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. I actually lost weight. You don't have to call me Big Sexy.
Donna Vee.
Kids is still bigger. Anyway.
Whatever.
You meet Donna once. We had her on a podcast. It's like the third time seeing her, and I feel like it's like one of those. You're like, Donna.
Hey. Dojo.
Dojo. Hey, Dojo.
Dojo.
Hey, Dojo.
Guys, we will see you Saturday. Have a good one, and best of luck.
All right.
All right. Love you both. Be good.
Peace out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Sean Morton and Donna Vee, two former guests of the podcast, two friends of ours, and they're
rocking on Saturday night. Can't wait.
They're filming a special. We're gonna see them. All right. Can't wait. Haven't been out in a while. All this talk, I feel like I'm gonna fucking jinx myself. Don't. All good. Here we go. Rocco.
You're gonna be Frank the Tank.
Rocco, is this a bad decision? This is Joe's show.
Oh boy.
With that being said, my friend Rocco, what do you have to say to the people?
If you just heard us talking to Sean and Donna, you're listening to Nirvana, smoking some of that marijuana with your pet iguana that you got from Tijuana, then you just listen to Not These Two Fucking Guys podcast.
We out.
That was so much fun. You guys are great.
You are. Good luck, kid. All right.
Oh my God. I know. No diarrhea. I'm not eating Saturday. No
diarrhea.
I got baby wipes. I'm bringing a box and a black bag, and I got my own bathroom.
Archie's bringing extra guinea teas, so if anyone needs them.
That's funny. That's what you should sell on tour. You should just sell a guinea tea with a big shit stain.
Shit stain. Yeah. Fuck it. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Bye.
A brewmate.
Oh, yeah.
You hear about this thing?
Doesn't it screw on or something?
Yeah. So this thing is a pretty good invention. I'm not a big can. I'm not a can guy, Rocco. But check this shit out.
You just like it there.
My question would be: is how fucking long does it take you to drink a beer that you need to have a built-in ice cube in it?
It's like a Stanley Cup for beer.
Ah.
But it's fucking cold all the way through. I got.
She's walking gingerly because she's not wearing pants.